A blessed good morning to all my supporters. This is Jah-P Sports Talk. I hope everyone is keeping safe. So later on this evening, the Jamaica Reggae Boyz will take on Panama in a must-win game in the Gold Cup. Trust me. At where things stands at the moment, we are in second spot. Guatemala is in third spot, but we have one more goal than them. Guatemala will play Guadeloupe at 7. So both Jamaica match and Guatemala match is playing at the same time. Trust me. We're asking Guadeloupe to do us a big favor, please. If they could find a way to beat Guatemala, trust me, it would be fantastic. Guadeloupe would be Jamaica's second home. Trust me. But on a serious note, the Reggae Boyz have a daunting task versus Panama. Panama has been playing good football. They have scored 6 goals and conceded 2 so far, And the Reggae Boyz have been playing their best of football. So trust me, this match tonight, it's going to be a rough match for the Reggae Boyz, and the Reggae Boyz will have to play their A+ game if they should have any chance of advancing to the next stage of the Gold Cup. Trust me, And even if, basically how I'm seeing it mathematically, right? Even if Guatemala, even if Jamaica draw with Panama and Guatemala and Guadeloupe draw, depending on the scoreline in both games, Guatemala may just get the edge. So if it's a 0-0 scoreline, you understand me? And in Jamaica match, and then Guatemala is a 2-2 or a 1-1 scoreline, Guatemala may just get the head. So it's gonna be very interesting. The main thing that the Reggae Boyz need to do is try to win. You understand me? But if we are not able to beat Panama, if we could pull off a draw with them, whether or not we get to advance, I would take it as a plus, just the same, But trust me, that first game that we had played with Guatemala and allowed Guatemala to defeat us, trust me, that was the make and breaking point in the Reggae Boyz Gold Cup series here, Trust me, campaign, that was the breaking point, And trust me, later on, so much things to say, a few players not really playing up to their best, and we saw that interview with Leon Bailey the other day, and trust me, I definitely love that interview. I like the fact that Leon Bailey spoke truly about everything, how the team is playing and so on, and trust me, I just as how he spoke, I want the guys to look into themselves and go out there and try push that extra momentum. We cannot be so laid back and just allow things to happen. You understand me? We have to try to prevent goals, try to prevent cross from coming in, and try to not to give away unnecessary corners and stuff like that. Trust me. There are a lot of speculation saying, is it Coach Steve McLaren who is picking the team, or is it JFF? So there's a lot of talks going around. Trust me, there's a lot of talks going around, But regardless, 11 players is on the field, and I think that each 11 players have a duty, so they need to complete their task. You understand me? So in other matches later on this evening, Canada will go up against El Salvador. So that's at 10 p.m. Eastern Caribbean time. That's 9 p.m. Jamaica time. All right. So Canada is currently on 4 points. Honduras is on 3. So gonna be very interesting. So Honduras would want to defeat Curacao tonight, but I know Curacao is going to give them a run for their money. So it's gonna be very interesting in that match. Honduras may just have the edge, but you cannot count anyone out. So let us wait and see how things unfolds later on this evening. So some very interesting matches in the Gold Cup tonight. So my viewers and subscribers, I will be at work later on, but hopefully I will be able to give you some form of updates as time goes by. So we anticipate to see how things unfolds tonight. So my viewers, if there's any question, please don't afraid to drop in a comment, and you can always go on the JFF football page on Facebook and Instagram. You can always get further updates of what the team doing and stuff like that, and pictures and videos and so on. So until next time, my viewers, this is Jah-P Sports Talk. Keep safe.